HandsFree Networks offers the feature for a system administrator to perform a host-based intrusion protection. Now let's look at the darts which does that. So we have Dart 27 System Startup Environment Control. So opening this dart takes us to this page where we could enable or disable the script for a site, for a machine, for all machines, or for a user. And we have different parameters to add attempt to terminate process that try to change protected registry items. This would allow the user not to change any registry items, and this would actually delete the process which tries to change them, and this would actually quarantines them, and the user would be able to list the process that may be terminated or will never be terminated. And by default these are the permitted items to be listed in here, and you can use the standard interface by enabling them to allow the addition of startup items to removal, and do not allow the addition of system startup, or disable them. Now there are two interfaces we have, standard interface and advanced interface. So a system administrator would be able to select any one of them and make the changes for a site or for a user according to these. So this goes for an individual registry items which has been added, and these had been split up to Windows 98, NT 2000, Server 2003, Windows XP. Let's look at another Dart which is 233 System Startup Environment Management. So here by default these are the items for review. Now in case any new software is being added here, will get an entry here in this parameter. So all a user has to do is just copy them and paste it under System Startup Items to disable, and you can actually set up the current disabled startup items on this machine and current enabled startup on this machine known, or by default we have the list here and you can schedule them or run them on demand. Let's look at another Dart which is script 192, which is program execution control. And using this Dart we can enable or disable for a machine, for a site, or for all machines. In case if the system administrator want to only allowed to run these programs, he could actually copy them and paste them in here, so that in a local machine only these programs will be allowed to run, or the system administrator can check this box to allow only these processes to run in a machine, and you can stop them from running and display a custom message.